In the distant future, mankind has reached the stars, but the galaxy is troubled.
What do you think you're doing? Don't fire!
The Earthsphere Alliance rules the outlying colonies with an iron fist.
I'm sure God would understand the steps we're taking.
Isn't it about time you people realized the ones posing the most threat are none other than yourselves? We've had enough!
Those who oppose them
We won't be needing you any further.
What?
die. Battles are waged with mobile suits, the key to military dominance. The only hope for the colonies, 5 elite soldiers and their legendary mobile suits called Gundams.
There will be a day when the Gundams will save us all.
What this is war.
All of you are very mistaken, and the Gundams will soon come to rectify your mistakes.
Silence!
Now, these pilots will shake the foundations of the Alliance and change the course of history.
You saw I was a kid and you underestimated me. Shouldn't be fighting at all!
If they can stay alive.
Those Gundam pilots are desperate. They'll battle even if it means forfeiting their lives. Mission accepted.
It's a Gundam!
I'll eliminate all obstacles.
Just who are you anyway?
Say goodbye.
Get all mobile suits ready for combat at once! Catch you!
Don't die on me!
From the Gundam universe, a new chapter in one of the greatest anime sagas of all time. Gundam Wing. Weekdays at 5:30. Suit up.
Those who have laid eyes on a Gundam shall not live to tell about it.
Only Toonami.
Good morning, everybody, or good afternoon. What's up, guys? Adu here, and we're back with another Gundam build. Yep, so we're continuing on building the Gundam Wing model, the Kith collaboration. So far, last night it took 3 hours to do the head, body, and arms. So we made good progress so far. So now it's time to move on to the legs. So first, I gotta get the pieces out. I assembled everything, put them all away in the box. Okay. So let me just put on some music. Hopefully, I could put one that's not gonna cause me a problem. One that's not gonna cause a problem for me. Hold on. Let me see. Hopefully I could put one that's not going to cause a problem for me. Alright. Should be good so far. A bit. Alright. Hopefully it doesn't cause me a problem. Just getting all the pieces out. Okay. Alright. This next piece is going to require two. It's going to require two, so let's get started, shall we? Four. 4. Where's the PC? I just had it. Okay. 4, 6. We're gonna need 2 of these. So just making sure I pull out every single one. Alright. The other pieces I cut by mistake, they should be important later down the line. So just wanna make sure I do this right. See pieces. Oh no, I know it's C. I need. Reading this wrong. Alright. 4, 6, H, 33. I can read the instructions more carefully this time. Hopefully I can read the instructions more carefully this time. H, 33. Alright. Work. Forward. Just making sure I do this right. Felt like I screwed up some steps. Alright. 2 pieces as we see here. Going to provide the base of the leg. Now move on to the next piece, the 38. Alright, let's see. Go. 38 and 41. Let's see. Got it. 41. Right. Next step. Right. That's one. Try the other one. Next one is A18. 18. 18. 19 for both. Okay. Alright, need more pieces sooner than expected. lot of precision to get this right. Right? Start right now. Okay. Just this right. This right. This right. Okay, we're good. Going good so far. Now, let's see. The ninth. Nine. It's good. Making chili. Welcome, welcome. We're just doing the Gundam build of the Gundam Wing Kith collaboration. Those that don't know, Kith is a streetwear brand here in the US, and this Gundam kit is part of their collaboration, part of their holiday collection. Currently, we are building the feet. As you can see here, I'm currently in the middle of making the two pieces of the foot. Now, I'm just assembling them all together and currently about to start soon, hopefully. Hopefully. Just assembling the pieces together. So I'm on the next parts. It's taking delicate procedures to do this perfectly. First. Did I hear that right? The brand name is Kith. Yep. Yeah, that brand name is Kith. They've done various collaborations. Some currently, they just recently dropped the merch with the brand, and it's a weird one. Kellogg's Corn Frosted Flakes. Yeah, they basically do a bunch of weird stuff, but overall, some of their merch is okay. I have owned like 2 clothing pieces from them. The first one was a gift from my sister a while back, and the other one the one I bought a while back was from the the film Scarface. The Yeah, but I haven't like bought anything crazy from them except for right what we're doing right now, which is the Gundam. As I mentioned from last night, I always try to avoid buying Gundam pieces that are the same ones that I have. Kiss. Yeah, I know. This week's about to be a big one, guys, because in 4 days we're gonna be starting the Final Fantasy marathon. Can't believe we're getting close now. Let's try this right. Yep, did this right. Okay, we're good. Make sure I did all this right. Yep. Okay, yeah, we got it. Alright, the feet have been assembled properly. Let's see what I need to make now. So, back to H again. 237. $37, that's what it said. Okay, got it. Trying to find that thing. It's hard for me to find proper pieces when they're also like connected. Also, just gotta be careful where I cut because I don't want to mess it up. Gotta do this with delicate procedure because I don't want to mess this up. C7, C8. Did I just cut those out already? Let's see. Just cut those out. Oh no, I didn't. Hope the chili turns out good. Now it kind of makes me want to make chili myself. Before I did the stream, I made some pozole. I don't know the English word for it. It's just basically like chicken soup with chickpeas. So I had to make half of it since, like, we usually, like, anytime I make it, that thing never, like, fully gets finished, which is a waste of food. So we could change the music so that way it doesn't cause me a problem. I was playing Gundam music earlier. I was playing Gundam music last night. Hopefully it won't cause a problem, and yet YouTube tells me, oh wait, sorry, yeah, no, it's a problem. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me, like, come on. I thought it would be appropriate to play it. This right. Yep, small one at the bottom, big at the top. That part right. Now again, this piece. Right, good so far. Alright. These two. Now I just need the next piece. 46. 32. Let's see. Got my 42 here. Two and damn, messed up the numbers again. It's 46 and 32. I'll put the 42 aside. Hopefully they'll show up later. 32, 46. Right. 46. Always tricky to to make these pieces, like, to cut these pieces out properly. They make them so hard for you to, like, pull them out. Need 2 of these, so I just gotta look at this carefully. Looking at the instructions carefully. Sorry, my hands are so sweaty when it comes to putting in hard pieces. Hands are too sweaty when it comes to, like, putting in hard pieces. This is so difficult. Like, why can't they make Gundam pieces much more easier to, like, to assemble? Why does it always got to be so hard? Okay, now I got it. Welcome, guys. Finally. I was struggling with this piece because it was annoying me right now. Finally got this stuck in now. Alright, finally got that piece in. So, hopefully... things go smooth, because I gotta do this again. Gotta do this again for the other piece. It's 2 legs I gotta assemble, so I have to do this again. Ugh. Sorry, my hands just hurt from clipping this. just put it in here. Let's just put it in here first. See if I can just put this in here before I insert this. Alright. Make sure I put the piece in here before I cut it so that way it won't be a problem. Right. Hands are hurting me right now. I'm assembling this. So we got those pieces down. Just need the next piece. 35 and what was it? It's not a Transformer figure, it's a Gundam. I mean, I always thought, like, you know, Transformers were inspired by Gundam because of the transformation they brought in. Later. No. Yeah, he said I need 36. No. This would make sense. Yeah, because I've always been a fan of like how they make mecha. I mean, I'm not like totally crazy when it comes to mecha stuff, but I do love the design of like each robot and how they always look so good when they transform. I'm just like, damn, that is some high quality work there. Like, you made this thing, you made like one bit of machinery look a bit boring to something so amazing. Like, this looks so cool. Because I'm like, now I want one. I mean, am I right or am I wrong on that? I mean, wouldn't we all want a piece of machinery that transforms in the most coolest way possible? Game Awards recently show stuff like that. Yeah, I have seen a bit of the Game Awards highlights. So far, they look really good. So far, though. While I'm not so crazy as to like play some of the upcoming ones, there might be some, I don't know, that might interest me that we could try out. I'll have to see. And we might do it during our Final Fantasy marathon that's gonna start this week. Right? God, the backlash is against Expedition 33. I haven't really been focused on like the backlash of that. But and also like when it comes to the Expedition 33, I have seen gameplay of it, and I don't know, like it does kind of look cool, but I'm not sure if it's something like I would play. But who knows? That might change. Right. This. So. Watch the story on YouTube, so you're touching on like yes. But because the thing is, when it comes to me in games, like I always been more interested in its story, like, but like, okay, so like, how do I explain this properly? So when it comes to me and certain types of stories, well, shows with good stories, in the past I was always like, I mean, the content of it, okay, it might be a bit weird, but as long as the story's good, I don't care. That's how I was back then. But now, with things really changing, yeah, now that changed. I'm sort of like, yeah, if the story is good, but the content isn't matching it properly, then yeah, that's a pass for me. That's a pass for me. That's something I'm not going to be effing with. That's a major pass for me. I'm not going to be effing with that. Next step. I do hope that I continue with Gundam. I did watch it back when I first got into it, but I stopped because of obligations that I was dealing with at the moment. But I'm hoping I go back to it soon. Like, I want to start it next year because I said to myself, like, I asked some people around, alright, what do I need to watch in order to get from the first Gundam all the way to Unicorn? And there was a long list I had to deal with. I'm like, first you gotta start with this one, and then you gotta start with this series, and then that series. I'm just like, yeah, this is gonna be a long journey for me. Hopefully I can get through it though. Hopefully I can get through it though. Let's see, what is that? 8? Okay. Already in which Mercury. The latest one? Again, I really need to keep up. I really need to keep track with it. I have not been keeping track with certain animes I've been watching in the past. Because when I first asked some people, I was told, well, if you want to get started with Gundam, make sure you watch the original series first. Avoid the movies because it's just a retelling of the original, but they just cut some content in the weirdest way possible. They cut some content out in the weirdest way possible. And I may have to agree with that. Because, like, whenever you make a anime in a movie form and want to sum up the story, yeah, you cut some things out and you're like, wait, hold up, that makes no sense. Yeah, H39. Yeah, plus times those versions. Yeah, plus at times you can still find the version in the content still within it. Yeah. Yeah, it just gets so confusing. Like, I know you want to shorten up your story in the best way possible, but I don't think cutting corners was a good idea. Like, you could have long stories that are interesting, but don't make it too long. But don't cut it, because then some people are gonna have some questions to be asked. Yeah, whenever I hear Gundam music, I feel like, why does it sound like it could be like in Smash Bros? Like, literally, this type of music I'm playing right now, it's like something you would definitely hear in a Smash game. This piece goes here. Okay. True. Let's see if that's right. 4. Oh, 40. Need the 40s. Maybe like one day when I do get the Switch, hopefully we can play some Smash games, but yeah, that day's gonna have to be put on hold. Alright, let's see. Alright, do this now, so here. Here. This piece goes. Right. Then this last piece. Alright, looking good so far. It was supposed to be like the most detailed as possible, but I would have assumed it would have been much more bigger, because the other Gundam models I have, they are big, but I thought they'd be more bigger than that. Because some are like, I feel like when I put them next to each other, they're like, oh, one's more bigger by like 2 inches, or like one's a bit bigger by 5 inches. I'm like, again, I thought it'd be more bigger than that. From how I'm assembling it. Yeah. Oh. Okay. The biggest challenge I would like to do is build the master, or not the master grade. This is the master grade. I mean, perfect grade, which is the most detailed Gundam models. But those, ooh, depending on which one I get, that's gonna cost me a lot. It's gonna cost me a lot. It's where my hands get way too sweaty every time I'm making something interesting and cool. With precision. Oh, okay. Again, it's so annoying when it comes to these pieces. Like, I have to assemble them so carefully. I have to make sure they don't break apart on me. Right? 2 pieces assembled. Now, here comes the next step. Two pieces assembled now. Here comes the next step. Okay, now this is where it comes in. The 42 that I cut out by mistake. Now here comes the pieces where I cut out by mistake. Come in. Then this PC piece makes it. Alright. Because I look up the information of the perfect grades and the way they're assembled. Again, it's a long process because the way you view it with the perfect grades is like this. You would have to first build the skeleton, then like the tendrils, followed by the veins, then the muscles, and then the first layer of skin, and then the final layer of skin. That's how I view it, though. When you look at diagrams, if you ever have the perfect grade and look at diagrams, you'll obviously see what I mean. Like that. One. And I'm hoping the perfect grade models have like English translation because, like I said, I ended up getting my model with the model I have right now I'm building. It came with, yeah, the instructions were in Japanese. That was the thing. As long as the pictures were there, I didn't have a problem. But then there are some important details I have to look at. I'm like what? I had to use a translator for this one. They just cut out. God, why does this look so weird? Just see how it's assembled like this? Like, this feels like, yeah, this should not be assembled like this at all. It should at least, have a little bit of hang. Like, this feels like it should not work, but somehow it does. Somehow it does work. I don't know how, but it does. Works in some way. Now we got two of them. Those two are assembled now. Now I have to do the next step, which is 45. The next step, 5. Got it. I saw the aftermath of what happened last night with Cena's retirement. Yeah, let's just say that did not go well in Triple H's behavior. He got nuclear heat for that one. Yeah, a lot of fans basically are now going extremely hostile with Triple H after last night's match. After Cena lost to Gunther last night, a lot of fans were basically going hostile. Not only at the dude, but also at Triple H as well for being like, you effed up, you effed up, you effed up. Like, literally, they were chanting that so much. They were so pissed at him for making Cena lose. And, well, yeah, fans did not like Hunter out. Yeah, it was bad. And I seen the reviews. I seen people talk about it. I'm like, some people will say, yeah, it's bad, but if you want to make Gunther a good heel, beating Cena was the right call. But the problem with that is, it should have happened way before. It should have happened around during the summer, or at the beginning of this year. But they waited until Cena's retirement to do it, which was a bad look. And already a lot of fans are not liking what's going on right now. Like, losing, like having a bad heel run was one thing, and then losing to a wrestler who didn't deserve it, which is Brock Lesnar. It's like, again, it was just bad. Like, I felt like this year was a bad year to get into WWE. It was a bad year for wrestling fans. Like, with everything that's been going on, it was just not a good... this was not a good year to become a WWE fan, because it was bad. I think it was bad to even become one, because you got so many fans being hostile towards the superstars. And I'm like, y'all just making us look bad, because you really don't deserve to call yourself wrestling fans if you're blaming the talent, which had nothing to do with it. AEW isn't good either. Yeah, I saw some things that were happening with AEW. Yeah, it was kind of a bad look too. That. Step. Because I prefer New Japan. Yeah, I've seen like a report. I've seen like a video, an old video of a Chris Jericho interview, who says when he was wrestling in New Japan, everyone was staying silent. He thought at first they were just having a bad match, but no, they were just being respectful. They were being observant of the match. And they don't cheer until... They don't cheer until... On this question here, what is Kith? Like I said, as I mentioned at the start of the stream, Kith is a streetwear brand here in America. They do some weird collaborations. Almost like... Kind of like Supreme and... Yeah, kind of like Supreme, but unlike Supreme, like unlike Supreme, like they always do it they always do these like weird collaborations, I think on a daily basis, where Supreme, they just do it on a Thursday. Huh? Right. That needs to be flushed all the way in. Which I hate. Okay. Yeah. No problem on that explanation. Right. That. Next step. Bottom one. Again. I really need to do something about my sweaty hands. Like, I swear, like, anytime like I said, I'm building something so precise, it always sweat so much. Yep, flush. Okay, have these two done. Next step. And F 26. Just change up the music. Right. Alright, so got this right, got this right. Okay, I just need the 36. 26. Yeah, I just need 26. Change up the music more. It's good. Alright. What was I? Good. Okay. Right. That's I just need each again. Gotta be careful because these pieces will always mix me up so much. Like one moment I'm mixing up pieces by pieces, I'm like, you need to stop this. saw that the Evo qualifying tournaments are starting up. That King of Fighters, Street Fighter, every game's gonna be there except for one, which is Mortal Kombat. And that does not that was not a good look. Like, I've been a huge fan of Mortal Kombat for so long, and now for it to not be an Evo, yeah, that's not good. Like that, I'm mad at Warner Brothers for screwing it up. Like that's like they made they they literally ruined Mortal Kombat with their greed, and now look what happened. The franchise is now a shell of what it was. MK was the last good MK. Yeah, man. I mean, it was a great fighting game, not gonna lie, but the story, yeah, that story obviously was a bit of a road fall. That story was a bit of a road fall. I had so many problems with that story. I had so many issues with that story. I mean, don't get me wrong. I did enjoy Mortal Kombat's. I did enjoy some things of Mortal Kombat 1, and I was a fan of it. I mean, I can still play Mortal Kombat. That's not a problem for me. It's just problem is, yeah, I think a lot of people are just saying, yeah, this game's dead now. We can't play it anymore. I'm just like, yeah. I could still play it, but I doubt anybody else will try to play this. And with the whole Warner Brother deal that happened with Netflix, yeah, I don't know if we are gonna get another Mortal Kombat game in the near future. But just like what happened with WWE, I'm hoping that things change over there. Alright, let's see. C11, C11, C16. C15, C16, and what else? C. Always gets so confusing when trying to get this right. And the whole Iron Mouse situation, yeah. Yeah, the whole Iron Mouse thing, yeah, this whole thing with the VTubers and the streamers, yeah, I feel like things should have never happened the way things happened, but I can't give my 2 cents on it properly, believe me. I don't want to say the wrong things and then piss people off, because that's gonna make me look bad. So, hopefully I can say something. I can say something when I know I'm ready to say it. Yep. Okay, got it right. This one. Okay. Got it now. Okay, got it. One. That's the other one. Yeah, I know. I feel like this should have never blown up the way it is. Oh, so. Wonder how long it'll take me to finish up the legs. We're already an hour in, and I feel like we're still not done. I feel like we're an hour in, and we're still not done building this thing. As long as you need. Yeah, gun plugs, they take time. I'm not trying to be in a rush. So patience is always a key. This with this. C13, C14. Whoops! This thing dropped. Hold on. Alright. Can't believe it already started snowing here in New York. It started to snow here in NYC finally in the month where it's supposed to be. Because I'm like, no, we spent whole November, no snow. Now December, finally we got snow. Like, I was waiting for it, but, doing my master dual dailies. Nice. Just gotta make sure all the pieces are. Make sure all the pieces are properly flush. That way it's smooth. That way it's a smooth piece from here. Okay. Alright. Okay, let's see what's the next step. First step. This piece here. Okay. Really should be careful on that. I can't be dropping pieces like flies. Alright. I think we are. And. Alright. Piece is done. Now it's time to build. Now it's time to separate these two from left to right. Now it's time to separate these guys from left to right. So, starting with the right. If a certain enchantress were to ever see me do this, she would obviously know I would be on the side of light. I would be on the side of lights when it comes to Gundams. Seeing her with her streams, I know who she sides with. Three, four. Right. This piece here. Now, I figured this reminds me of the little toys you don't find at the age where you sort of even thing. Yeah, I kind of feel like that's the sentiment there. I feel like that's the sentiment there. When it comes to that. If I want, maybe I would like to do more Gundam build streams. Hopefully, we can get them more invested in them. Try so hard cutting this piece, and already this thing's causing me problems. One annoying thing, you gotta make sure these are flushed at all times. Alright, now let me take one of the legs I just assembled and place them in. Or here. 3. Okay, now that's where the next step happens. I just got to get this piece disassembled here. Right leg assembled. Up properly. Look at that. The leg is assembled. The right leg. Now it's time for the left leg. Now it's time for the left leg. That. Right. Next step. Oh, okay. That. Now. Four. Here. Oh, okay. Go down. Alright. Legs assembled. Now, next step. Oh, wait, we're not done. Not done. Still got the next part. Next is the waist area. Got the last piece of the waist. This one's about to get tricky, so hopefully we can get through this. My G's. H. Alright. G's. G8. 5. C4. G6 and G7. Making good progress so far. Right. Please. Done. I need the Fs. F19 and 18. What's the next one? 21. Got it. Okay, next step, I have to assemble this together now. That's what I just did. Looking good so far. Waist area is looking good so far. Gundam's coming along quite well. Keep focused on the next problem. That problem's in the steps. Let's see what's the next one. Need a B. B12. B12. It. And D. D3. D3. Welcome to the Dudley Boys. The Dudley Boys. D3. What's up? Look at that joke. Alright. Right. 3. 12. Right. Step done. Maybe the most difficult one I've seen so far. H again. H. Not G. Austin, second gen confirmed. Nice. Nice. Hopefully it goes well. There. G. So when I'm done with one piece, another piece just shows up. G4. 4. And B20. Yeah, B20. First step. This. Here. This is. Oh wait, no, wrong way. Nice. Nice. Alright. Safe. Alright. 1 here. forgot I keep having two H's in the same. Alright, so just assemble this two now. Okay, good so far. Two pieces down. Close now. G5. D5. Right? Let's just assemble them together. As so. There. Done. Now, piece. Where my wrist keeps hurting me whenever I pull on this thing. Not pull, but so. 20s for both. H20s for both. I'm going to have carpal tunnel for this. Yeah, it's looking nice so far. I do have the option to paint it, but yeah, I'm not that crazy when it comes to painting Gundams. Alright, time to put the legs on. Legs on now. Right leg first. This piece. Next piece here. Right. Get the last piece done. The 8. Eight. G7. So H, G. One. there. Push. And ta-da! Gundam is set. Gundam has officially been completed. Okay, not fully completed though, but the model right now, base model, look good so far. The head, the back, this is looking good so far. Alright, so I would say we're done, but not quite just yet. We may have finished building the whole body, but there's still the next step, which is the backpack and the rest of the back piece. They're all, it's named Gundam Wing for a reason, so we got it. Obviously, we need the wings. But you know what? I think I'm gonna do the wings like off screen for a moment, unless you guys want me to do the wings right now. Because I don't want to take too much time. Besides, I don't want to stay too focused. My OCD gets of me way so much though. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna do this off. I'm gonna do the rest off screen. But yeah. Let's look at the model. It's full form. Alright. Gonna close this chapter for now. Alright, gonna end this for now. So, tomorrow, we might do a second stream. Hopefully I can finish the game up before then. This Thursday, we're gonna start the Final Fantasy Marathon, and then hopefully this week we finish up 2K before we head into next month. Because we gotta prepare ourselves. Royal Rumble's coming up, so hopefully we get the VTubers ready. Alright guys. Alright guys, thank you for coming. Thanks for watching this lovely stream of the Gundam builds. I hope to see you all later this week. Till then, it's Haru here. I'm peacing out. Later, guys.